Welcome to day 4 highlights from Henley Royal Regatta 2017. This is Saturday, this is semi-final day, this is social day. Anybody who is anybody in the rowing world is here in Henley today. So the Pims and the partying, that's all going to carry on long into the evening, but let's turn our attention out onto the race course. There was a fantastic heat of the Y-Fold Challenge Cup this morning. This is UTS Haberfield versus Tideway Scullers.
Both crews are away here, strong start. One of the interesting things about these two crews is that UTS Haberfield, with an average weight of 74 kilos, as compared to the Tideway Scullers School A crew at 82 kilos. That's because this crew here from UTS, it's predominantly a lightweight crew. There's 3 lightweight rowers in there. That's James Waldersea, Matt Curtin and James Shooter, and joined by Marcus Elster, who is a heavyweight. And in that UTS crew in the 3-seat, Matthew Curtin, I mean, what a huge talent there, only 19 years of age. He was actually in the St Joseph's College Sydney first state back in 2015 that won the head of the river, the schoolboy head of the river, for the first time in 42 years, and as a lightweight at that stage as well. So an amazing job to make that first state and to have such an incredible result for the college. And it does look here as though the Tideway Scullers School A have made a really fatal blow to UTS Haberfield Rowing Club from Australia. Scullers getting a warning there from the umpire to stay on their station. We can see the umpire there, Boris Rankov, with his flag up. He's signalling for them to stay back on their station and to not impinge on the UTS crew.
Yeah, let's hope the steersman responds quickly to that. I mean, they've had some shockers in the past, this Scullers crew, with disqualifications and stuff, so they need to respond quickly and get back on station.
And these crews are locked together as they're coming down to the enclosures. There's everything to play for. It looks as though Tideway Scullers School A, they're taking the rate up again. Will UTS respond? Wow, what a sprint.
It's a good pick up there. Just make sure they don't drift too much on the station, but it looks like they're really flat out now. That's it, Nathan O'Reilly having a good look over for the finish line.
UTS Haberfield just drifting off their station, but it won't make a difference now. It will be the Tideway Scullers School A crew that will cross the line in the semi-final of the Y-Fold Challenge Cup, beating UTS Haberfield Rowing Club from Australia.
So that's the first of tomorrow's finalists sorted out. Let's turn our attention from coxless fours to coxed. The student coxed event is the Prince Albert. This is Durham versus Imperial.
Yes, as we thought about a canvas lead to Durham University A. Wow, they're really punching it along here. Both crews rate right up.
Lots of noise coming from that Durham boat. You can hear the cocks really shouting, getting them to pump those strokes up and keep that momentum that they've got early on in Imperial College. Imperial College on the far side, obviously the black, blue and silver blades. A bit more relaxed and maybe just tracking back on Durham, maybe finding a slightly more relaxed rhythm, but very aggressive in the Durham boat on the right-hand side of the picture there. You can learn so much about your opposition, the times they do to the markers, the barrier to Forley, and you get an idea of how they pace their race. And I think they've obviously both been watching each other very clearly, but this, you know, you can never change what happens right here and now. Obviously what happened before is in the past, and now, you know, Imperial must be feeling quite confident to have overturned that big deficit, but it's a case of halfway down the course, you're not at the finish line yet. It's, you know, not getting cocky with that lead you've just taken, but Durham are not going to want to give this away.
But it does look like the fortunes have switched. Perhaps Imperial College London A just moving out to an ever so slight lead over Durham University A crew. Yeah, wow, what a move here from Imperial College London A. I mean, they've been so cool through this race. I think it takes something pretty special to feel a crew move out on you and to keep your composure and to really back in what your strengths are and to know your race plan. And that's what they've done. They let Durham University expend all of that energy early in the race. They were able to bide their time and then extend and take that lead. Imperial College London A, they've had a great domestic season. They finished 4th in the A final of the Championship Cox 4 at the Bucks Regatta. They won the Championship Cox 4s at the Met Regatta and Marlow, and 3 seconds clear of rivals Newcastle. who came second at the Marlow Regatta. So we're going to see another match up there. Newcastle and Imperial College London A, the two crews moving through in the Prince Albert Challenge Cup. Durham University, a great effort to have their A and B crew in the semi-finals, but unfortunately both missing out.
So a great win there. They'll be up against Newcastle tomorrow in the final of the Prince Albert. Let's move up a league and go to the visitors, Intermediate Cox's Falls. This is Leander versus California.
Off we go then. California Rowing Club in the white t-shirts that you can see there. Stroke man Andy Holmes closest to the camera, and there Leander Club, that's George Rossiter in the stroke seat in the red hat, and they'll want to join lots of their club mates in finals tomorrow. Pressure grows because there's been so much success already. Well, Leander Club have taken an early lead. It's quite an extensive early lead as well. This early on in the race, California Rowing Club will need to be wary of that because Leander Club have put together a fantastic start there.
That was one of the best starts we've seen this entire regatta, Tim. Well, it looks, barring any unforeseen magnetism of the booms, it looks like there'll be another Leander boat in the finals.
Against either Edinburgh or Cambridge, who do battle at 2:30 this afternoon in the other semi-final of the visitors. Big ask to knock out California Rowing Club, and they look like they'll do it with aplomb.
And California's won, well, although differently, this is California Rowing Club, not University of California, which has won the visitors several times. And in fact was winning last year until he hit the post and the booms with 2 strokes to go.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yes.
I was on commentary duty that moment, and it was breathtaking. Had to feel for them.
Leander just trying to be mistake-free now.
Well, Leander haven't needed any luck here.
No, fine performance from stroke 1. They took command of this race.
Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. There's another one for your coaching manual,
Oh gosh,
Sean.
well, I'll have to get my pen and paper out and start to write these down.
In front of stewards now. Here come Leander. Another Leander boat into Sunday finals here at Henley Royal Regatta.
Mark Banks, the director of rowing at Leander, must be very happy so far.
Yeah. I had a chat with him last night and he said it was all going according to plan so far. Well, it's gone even better today. The Visitors Challenge Cup semi-final winners, Leander Club, beating California Rowing Club of the USA by quite a margin. They had that race wrapped up after an absolutely sensational start up at Temple Island.
Semi-final day can be a tense day all round with so much at stake, and some responded better than others. Yale will be able to enjoy a post-race party in Henley tonight, guilt-free, having given everything against University of London in a semi-final of the Temple.
Incredible race there. University of London A crew over Yale University from the United States.
New Zealand have had a good day, a masterful display in the new event, the women's pairs, putting out the British in the semi-final.
But a great row here, looking really comfortable, really smooth. They're looking forward, I think, probably to that match-up in the final tomorrow with the Dutch crew that we saw progress earlier this morning.
Leander have a fantastic history in the Prince of Wales, and they are guaranteed to win it tomorrow. The A crew went through this morning, and then the B crew joined them from the second semi-final.
And the celebrations there, they will be ecstatic with that.
And Great Britain's European gold medalist Victoria Thornley gave a solid performance to book her place in the final of the Princess Royal Challenge Cup.
So Victoria Thornley comes up to the finish line in this semi-final of the Princess Royal Challenge Cup for women's single sculls, ahead of her opponent Hannah Osborne.
One of the really big media stories this week being talked about in the press box has been the fantastic turnout in the top international events, and the double sculls is absolutely stacked. This semi-final between Italy and France is a thing of beauty.
This is going to be an incredible battle all the way down the track. I wouldn't expect much separation. We're looking at two top lightweight nations here, the French, the Italians, and of course this is now the only Olympic boat class for lightweight men's rowing, so we're looking at some of the best here.
It is the most competitive of any of the rowing boats to be in these days, and you can look at the class of these athletes. I mean, both of them. Look at the relaxation on the strokeman, Jérémy Azou from France. He is no stranger, as you say, to this race, having won in an epic battle in 2014 against the British heavyweight double. So these lightweights are weighing around 70 kilos. The heavyweights are going to be 85, 90 kilos or more. So to win in that boat class against a heavier crew is really something. Look at this push the Italians are doing now, grimacing and driving, and they're really making some headway against the French, who are looking a little bit cooler. Are they going to be able to hold it? Are they going to be able to get through? The Italians having one last mad push for the finish, raising their rate of striking. They're well known for being high-rating crews, and they're coming back at the French. The French are really under pressure now, looking across. Where's the finish line, says Azou? Where's the finish line? It's got to come. It can't come too soon for him, but it looks like the French are going to achieve a victory over the Italians.
The French, just what a commanding performance. They did the work early on, and they've taken this semi-final of the men's double sculls.
It's not often as a race umpire that you get to sit in the shade and reflect. When you're down at the start about to take a race, you're a bit on edge about what might be about to happen. This is a semi-final of the Forley Challenge Cup. It's junior boys in their quad sculls, and the best thing about this race that I took was that the last and the only thing I had to do was drop the flag and say go. Attention, go!
Two top junior schools here. Leander, 6 in the championship quads at Marlow, silver at the national schools, and Windsor on the right were the gold at the national schools. So these guys have formed. They've been sticking about this distance for the last 100 or so metres. What do you think, Sarah?
Look, this is an incredible race here. Both crews no doubt getting energised by the crowd, but it looks to me like Leander have put on just a little burst here. I think that they're starting to get their bow just a little ahead of Windsor boys. Man, this is all going to come down to the last few hundred metres.
They're moving and they're moving and they're moving. Look at that determination on Bryn Ellery's face in the stroke seat there. It's hard to call. It's going to be down to who puts the most strokes in between here and the finishing line. They've got about 10 metres to go. And, I'd say that's Windsor Boys' School by about a foot. Would you say that?
Maybe got it on the surge there. I think it was the Windsor Boys' School.
What an epic race for these young athletes here.
Wow.
See the pain. I mean, really taken to the brink there. It's so demoralising to have a crew come back at you like that, and exhausting too.
So a 2-foot win there for Windsor boys. They get through to tomorrow's final in the Forley. We'll be back tomorrow with all the finals live on YouTube and on Facebook tomorrow, so you can catch us there if that is your thing. And 24 hours from now, this will all be over. So let's take a moment and reflect. How beautiful is that?